Hi everyone, we're back after taking a few weeks off in February. We're back trying to record every week again. We'll see how things go. Actually, it's just me today. I know the last few episodes, I'm pretty sure that we mentioned that Jody had a health issue slash event, and she's still recuperating, trying to get her strength back and get back to full swing of things. So today it'll just be me talking again, and then hopefully the next week or so she'll be feeling better and she'll be able to come back on and intro and everything. So before I get started on anything, also as usual want to make sure that I say, if you're having suicidal thoughts or suicidal ideations, to please call or text 988. Don't suffer, don't hesitate, don't make that final step that um could result in, in the end, and that you can't undo that mistake or undo that action. So I'm just asking to please think about it. I know that I've never been in that situation, so I don't know the mindset. I understand that. And I know that there may be some times that it's not logical thinking and stuff, but I'm just asking, if you can hear this podcast and you're even considering it, please to think about it and to call or text 988. Or if someone has come to you and told you they have suicidal thoughts or ideations, to please give them 988. Tell them to call or text 988. And before I get into the podcast itself, I just wanted to share a huge praise. Mike's cancer is gone. During the time that we were off, the few weeks we were off, he had a PET scan, and then we met with the radiologist, and the cancer is gone. That's a huge praise, and we're just thanking God for it. Now, of course, he still has some healing to do and things to go through, and just different processes and things like that that he has to go through before he gets back to being his normal healthy self and everything. But the cancer being gone is so huge. It means so much. We're just so thankful that that part, is over. The cancer part is over. So, during the month of February, several things have come up and things have happened. And, I just want to, share those, kind of the same type of format that I've been doing, where I share feelings and emotions and, just things like that. But in February, Adam's oldest daughter, Madison, turned 18, and his youngest son turned 21. And it just made me very sad and also very angry that Adam was not here to celebrate those huge milestone birthdays with his kids. So, that was a happy, sad moment or time, at the same time. There was happiness for them and excitement that, that they've reached these milestones, but also very much sadness that, that he wasn't here, that their dad wasn't here. So anyway, we had that happen. And then for some reason, around February 10th, it kept popping into my mind over a few days, the process that we went through to get Adam home from Iowa, after he had died. Um, I don't know why that came to my mind. I mean, I know during that time it was very stressful and very hard and emotional, um, and there were several people that had to do something in order, to get him here. There had to be a flight and coordinated, and it was in January, and there was a huge snowstorm in Iowa, and there was just a lot going on. But in the funeral home up there and the funeral home here, and they had to coordinate, and it just a lot. It took a lot to get him here so that we were able to see him one last time, which, we're all very thankful that we did get to see him, one last time. And um, so anyway, again, I don't know why some of the things that come to your mind just come to your mind during this grieving mourning process and everything, but that was something that had, come to my mind. Also during this month, Mike had another dream about Adam, and this time he said that he couldn't find him and that he just was walking around calling him, call Adam, 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 and he never answered. And he never could find him. And that was kind of the gist of the dream. I don't He didn't go into any kind of details or anything else happened. And you know how dreams are. You remember some things, you don't remember some things, and most of the time it doesn't make sense. But, I can see him, calling, trying to find him. I get that, I haven't had that dream, but I get it. I get him trying to find our son, you know. So anyway, that happened as well. And then um on the 14th, on Valentine's Day, we got a call from someone, and the person is asked that that who they are and how we know them and everything is not revealed, and who the person is or anything like that, but just know that it was someone close to us, called and stated that one of their sons had passed away, and that they were found by a friend in their apartment, um, you know, deceased. And so that was just a total shocker, because again, that's out of the blue, something you're not expecting, something you're not even thinking about, and then all of a sudden, you get the news. And at the time, there was, of course, they didn't know anything. But since then, just a few days ago, Mike got, another call from this person, and they found out that his son had taken his life. So it's like, it's just another young person. I mean, he was grown, and from my understanding, he had a baby or a little girl. And so it's not like he was a little kid or a teenager, but still, he wasn't a very old young man. I mean, I'm sorry, he wasn't a very old man. He was a young man. And it's just devastating. And I remember Valentine's Day was on a Friday. I remember after we got the first call stating that they had lost a son. I remember waking up on Saturday morning with a heavy heart, just knowing what they were going through, knowing what they were feeling, because we went through that a little over a year ago. And it just hurts my heart to to know what they're going through. And then getting the call that it was suicide was another, like, punch in the gut, that, not again, not another young man, not another person, not another young person taking their own life. It's like it just never ends. And I know that it's rampant. I know from what you see on the news and you hear statistics and everything, and and we know it is. But again, that's one of the reasons why we started this podcast, is that we wanted to share this story. We wanted to get it out there. We wanted to help remove the stigma of suicide, so more people can hear it, and more people, um will maybe not make that choice as a result of hearing this story. And others that we're hoping that we just have some other people will speak. We're supposed to have a guest speaker soon, and that will be a very um insightful and educational guest. So just, I'm hoping that will be very soon, and we'll be able to, get that out there. And I don't want to say anything more about that until I know that the person's ready, and, everything is set up and ready to go. Um, so basically, again, the same things, look at his picture, and then immediate sadness. I mean, it's amazing how, like, I can be laughing 1 second. I mean, just a second, and then the next second, deep sadness. I mean, that quick. I can be laughing or talking or carrying on conversation, and then I look up and see the picture and immediately have, this deep sadness. And an interesting conversation I had not long ago, with one of the gentlemen from our church. I've known him for a while. We've been going to church together for a while, but we had a thing at church a couple weeks ago, and I guess I was acting a little crazy, like I used to always, and just goofy and stuff like that. And he made the comment that he didn't know that I was always so reserved, and that he didn't know that I acted like that. And I was like, "What? Me? Are you serious?" And but then, I got to thinking about this last year. I probably have, and I told him, I said, "Well, this last year I have been rather reserved, and you laugh. I mean, it's gotten better over time, laughing easier and joking around and things like that has gotten easier. But I guess maybe he's only remembering this last year. I don't know, but it just that saddens me that I guess my personality, I don't guess it's changed um because of Adam's death, but I'm sure that it's been tampered down just because of that and the solemnness of, of him taking his own life. And I mean, obviously it has changed us. I mean, none of us will ever be the same um as a result of this. I mean, no one can be after going through it. Losing a child, period, it changes you. But then for it to be suicide on top of that, just it does change you. Just things, I don't know, just things are different. They'll never be, things are different. And, there's so many things that we see that like on TV or some of the things on the news and stuff like that, I can just hear Adam saying, that's fake. That's so fake. That's so phony, and there are times that I see things that we went to Nicaragua together 4 years in a row on a mission trip, and the people that are still living there from Nicaragua that live there that are still playing, trying to church plan and have and everything. We see things on Facebook, and I mean, sometimes my first thought is, oh, I want to tell Adam, or I'll say, Adam, did you see this? And it's like, no, it's like, oh man, it's only for a split second. It doesn't take long for me to remember that he's gone, but just that split second, that's one of the things that comes to my mind. So anyway, so I guess just to wrap things up, um, again, if you have suicidal thoughts or suicidal ideations, so please, 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 please call or text 988. Please just call them, get resources, get information, get help, have a listening ear, just whatever you need, please call. Don't suffer. Don't go through with the act, please. Just don't. Um, and this is where Jody normally would come in and tell you, but you can find us obviously on YouTube, but we're also on Spotify, Instagram, and Facebook from Hindsight Hurts, and we also have email at hindsighthurts@mail.com. Sorry, Mama went blank. Hindsighthurts@mail.com, and we would love for you to share your story. Leave a comment, ask a question, request prayer, whatever it is that you may need, contact us. Please contact us. And if you want to share your story and you want to remain anonymous, absolutely, we would absolutely do that. Just like you heard me a few minutes ago sharing about this other person. That didn't want any specific information out there, so I didn't share that. So we can be very confidential, but we do want to help people. We do want to be here for you. We do want to love on you if you'll allow us. So, just please reach out, leave a comment here on YouTube, leave a comment on Facebook or Instagram, or send us an email. So we would love to hear from you. Anything that you might have to say or anything that you would like to share. Um, so just hopefully we'll be back regularly from now on. And if not, I'll definitely try to at least put something out there stating that, we're not having anything this week. So anyway, thank you to everyone who's been faithful and been listening, and everyone who may be waiting for a new podcast. Thank you very much.